Reuters. This name is mentioned, among others, in Saakashvili's suspicion notice, the sources in the Prosecutor General's office told TSN.ua. According to the investigation, Kurchenko and Dinnik have been cooperating with Russia's FSB. In September this year, they entered into a criminal conspiracy with Saakashvili. Thus Dinnik communicated on Kurchenko's behalf with Saakashvili's associates Severy and Dangadze. Read also. Lutsenko says under enormous pressure over Saakashvili case. Interestingly, it was initially agreed that in the period of October-December, Kurchenko was supposed to transfer $1 million a month to sponsor protests. In turn, Saakashvili was supposed to stage rallies that would lead to the re-election of President in the Verkhovna Rada, and then ensure the coming to power of people under his control. These people would then facilitate the lifting of arrest off Kurchenko's property in Ukraine. Read also. Go refutes allegations of manipulating Saakashvili. Tapason. The period of October-November, Kurchenko transferred to Dinnik $327,000 and €125,000. At about 2,300 on November 11, the money for mass rallies was received by Saakashvili's ally Dangadze. He was handed over $115,000 near the Petrayuka subway station in Kyiv, the interlocutors told TSN, without specifying who exactly handed over the money. On November 19, Dangadze received another €125,000 and $2,000 in Kyiv's Obolon district, the sources added. If you see a spelling error on our site, select it and press CTR. Lenta News. Politics 1520. No real political competition in Russia. Putin admits 1500. Putin once again accuses Ukraine of holding up Minsk process. 1420. Putin U.S. participant in talks on Donbas. 1140. Experts name top 15 liars among Ukrainian politicians. 1000. U.S. ambassador reminds Russians of Ukrainian Crimea. 1620. PGO refutes allegations of manipulating Saakashvili tapes. 1520. G7 envoys urge NABU, SAPO to stay out of politics. Sources. 1420. Saakashvili says no plans to run for president in Ukraine. 1100. Crimea occupied by terrorist state. Chigos 1000. Poroshenko, Duda to meet in Kharkiv. December 13, 1755. Zhemelev warns fake medlas may be created in occupied Crimea. 1340. Opinion impeachment, nice word meaning nothing. 1200. Lutsenko says under enormous pressure over Saakashvili case. 1859. Saakashvili in courtroom. I consider myself a prisoner of war. 1342. Tuka explains why Ukraine failed to hold on to Crimea. 2058. Ukraine must go long way to tackle corruption. U.S. ambassador. 1835. Ukrainian legal expert elected head of Venice Commission Unit. 1740. Tusk. No security for Poland if it is in conflict with Ukraine. 1540. Poland's new PM says country has welcomed many Ukrainian refugees. 1000. Saakashvili announces indefinite hunger strike. Lawyer. 2245. Mikhail Saakashvili detained in Kyiv. 1320. Egypt starts issuing visas to Ukrainians. 1212. Saakashvili announces march in Kyiv. 1910. Rada sacks head of Rada's anti-corruption committee. Sobolev. 1830. Analysis. Operation Embarrassment. 1608. Blinken. Russia now wages real war against Europe and its values. 1348. MEP Harms. We will defend the progress NABU stands for.